J Hint.
We got the music going.
This sound familiar?
Nah, it do though. It definitely does.
This off the new album.
It's off the new album for sure. That's the intro right there.
We got permission to play this, right?
We do.
Okay. Do you hear that, YouTube? We got permission. We got permission from the artist.
He does. He
Cool,
has
man.
permission.
But all right, so Jalen Hinton, we got you on the Vault, dude. That's the album, huh?
That's the album.
Okay. Tell us a little bit more about it.
So I've been working on it, I would say, for about, I'm gonna say about 2.5 years. Like,
Dang.
From start to finish?
I wouldn't say necessarily like starting out, I wouldn't say it was a start. Like, that's kind of like why I say it took 2.5 years, because like it was just a whole bunch of songs. And then I would say we probably started working towards it probably about a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
But it was over like 300 songs that could have possibly went into it.
300.
Yeah,
Dang. It's almost a song a day.
something like that. We just making, I ain't gonna lie, like we just making a lot of music. We still making a lot of music. So
Yeah. Who's we?
the artist that I'm currently locked in with, which is like local artists and artists that's like outside of the state. So in DC, got some artists in Atlanta. Let's see, got some Florida artists. And that's about it right now. And some California artists as well. But
So when you say artists, what is like the biggest names out right now?
the biggest names that I've worked with,
that you work with, you've been a part of,
I would say the Baby and Youngboy.
the Baby and NBA Youngboy.
What'd you do with them?
I did, let's see, we did BBL, me and my bro Uzo. We did BBL on the Better Than You tape, which is a collab album between the two of them. It was me, Uzo, and my boy KO the Wizard.
So you make the beat for it?
Yeah, we made a beat for BBL, which is a song.
Okay.
The Baby.
Did you send it to him, or did you get to like work with them on it? What was that process?
So the process of that one was like, me and Uzo, we started making beats around the same time. So like, our relationship was like a little bit different compared to like other producers that he would work with. So like, he just hit me up one night. This was probably like 2022 December is exactly it when it was. It was 2022 December. I don't remember which day, but he had hit me up late, probably about 10 or 11 at night. And he was like, come to the studio. I get to the studio probably like 12. We in the studio till like, we didn't leave till like 3, 4.
So you got up and went. He's like, come to
Yeah,
the studio.
from Winston. Mind you, I stayed in Winston at the time. So,
Winston-Salem, North
Yeah.
Carolina?
Yeah, so I pulled up an hour away, and like we probably made like 10 to 12 beats that night. I ain't gonna lie, like a 3-hour span.
So you chilling in bed. Uzo hit you up, said, come to the studio in Charlotte.
I wasn't even chilling in bed at the time.
But you still in Winston-Salem, which is an hour and a half away.
It's like an hour away.
And then you drove all the way down and stayed there till about 4 in the morning.
Me and my bro Fred, yep.
Man.
We drove down there. You know what I'm saying? We drove. Feel me? On the way back is actually when I found out like that bro had got on the beat. The Baby had got on the beat, this was like 5 in the morning. Bro had texted me because he had sent all them beats to the Baby, he was like in Vegas at the time or something, and he had hit bro up and was like, send something through. He sent all the beats through, and he had hit him back and was like, he definitely was rocking with the beat we had sent. And it was crazy because I remember when we first pulled it up and like the melody was playing, I was like, bro, like it sounded like something that was like, it sounded like a real Southern type of melody. So like I really could hear, you know, the Baby on it. And it was so crazy that he ended up getting on it. And then I would say like about in January, so that was in December, about in January is when bro had hit me up and was like, yo, it's about that time you got to get a lawyer because, you know, business about to get serious and stuff like that. And so that's when Atlantic and Interscope was sending like, you know, the paperwork and stuff over. And that's when I realized like, you know, it's a lot deeper than the music, you know what I'm saying?
There's a lot more
Yeah.
that goes into it.
A lot more that goes into it. A lot more people that's involved that got, you know, say so, and just people who like you wouldn't think is important, they're like actually more important than damn near the artist. So that happened. And what else was going on at this time? So so at the time I seen it said the Baby X NBA Youngboy, but it didn't have no date or anything on it. So it was like, they was working on a collab album, but you didn't know when it was gonna drop. And I would say about 2 months later, that's when it came out. And then like a week before, that's when I officially found out that I was gonna be a part of it. And so that process was like a 4-month process of like, figuring that out. But like,
From making the beat to getting the rappers on it to actually coming out was
to it actually coming out, because I ain't gonna lie, they made the song probably that night.
wow.
That night. Probably.
Okay.
Because even if you was to listen to that song, like, you can pretty much hear like they both was like feeling their verses, I would say. So it was like you could tell it wasn't no like, I wouldn't say it was rushed, but it was a product that was like, they was feeling the beat. So
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's just how that
Let's
went.
play some of it. What's the name of it?
It's called BBL by the Baby and NBA Youngboy.
Let's see.
And yeah, he got the rights to play that too.
Yeah. Yeah, YouTube. I can play it. I can play it. Spotify, YouTube, Apple Podcasts.
What's like the artist you would like to?
Some artists I would like to work with.
This is it right here.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the Baby. I hear it.
So how long did it take you to make this beat?
We probably made that beat in like 10 minutes, if that.
Dang.
So like the melody was already made. Like my bro had made the loop, so the pianos and stuff you already hearing, that was already made. And we just put the drums in and added some other stuff to it.
Yeah.
But that probably took like 10 minutes, because like I said, we made like 12 beats that night.
Dang.
So
And this is the one that made it. That's hype, dude.
yeah.
So if I wanna
out
get-
of all the ones that was made that night, this was one of the ones that made it. Because I think he had
Yeah.
got on some more that night, but like this was the one that came
Yeah.
out.
Don't lie to me here. How often do you listen to this song?
How often do I listen to it?
Yeah.
When that first came out, I listened to it a couple of times, but I listen to it when it come on. When it come on, like on my shuffle or something, I let it ride. I ain't gonna lie. But
Yeah.
I don't like go out my way to listen to it.
Yeah.
I don't think it's
Focusing
the
on.
hardest song on the album, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Even though I made it be like,
That's fair. That's fair.
So if I was to get in, well, let me back up. You and me went to high school together, and you
sure.
was never talk about no music when we were in high
I
school
know it's
together.
okay.
So tell me how did you go from we were playing basketball in high school to now back in from 2018 to 2023? How does that process work out?
To be honest, that's a great question, because I wouldn't even have an answer for it, because like I swear to you, this was probably like my sophomore year of college, right before COVID hit. So this was like end of 2019. I don't know what hit in my head. No, I think what it was I just came across FL Studio, which is the software that I use to make beats and stuff like that. I just came across it one day on the internet, and I was like, bro, it look cool. And I just downloaded it and started messing around with it. And I remember I put on Instagram on my story, I was like, I'm about to start making beats. So that's how we had actually ended up like locking in. Like he had swiped on, was like, I'm about to start making beats, let's lock in. And he had ended up giving me the full version of FL Studio. So if it weren't for him, I wouldn't have started making beats. So
shout out to Uzo.
big shout out to Uzo, for sure.
That's what's up.
And he had pulled up on me like probably like a month after that post, because I was rocking the trial version. And so like the trial version, like you can make beats on there, but you can't save anything. So like it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like imagine like a Word document. You could type it out. You can export the document too, but you can't save it.
Yeah.
So that's how it was. And so when I finally got the full version, that's when I was able to save projects and stuff like that. And then when COVID hit, like I don't know, like you know how COVID was like for everybody, like everybody I felt like
Everybody was finding new hobbies.
yeah, something new to do. And so like for me, COVID, like when COVID hit, making beats was like my new thing. And so we was all in the crib, you know what I'm saying? So I ain't had nothing to do but make beats. And so when COVID hit, I really like OD locked in. Like OD locked in. It became like an everyday thing. And like it didn't feel like a burden, you know what I'm saying? Like I would be locked in a lot. and like it didn't feel like I was locked in a lot. And it's crazy because me and my bro Fred, who's my roommate in college, he made music as well. We was talking about it. We be talking about it all the time. But like when we first started making music, like the days and the weeks and the months and stuff like that were like in the beginning stages of it were kind of like the best days, was because we were so locked in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like we were so like just 16 hours a day type. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Doing what you like to do.
yeah, it was legit. And we was in a apartment, so it wasn't nothing to do but make music and do school.
So if I don't know nothing about music in the industry, the music industry. How's the like? How much money do you make per beat you make when you do make a beat?
It depends, you know. I would say like the music game, like as far as like people like trying to make money and stuff off of it, like if you in it just trying to make some money off of it in the beginning, I feel like you're not gonna make no money off of it because like people gonna see. And you know what I'm saying? It's like it's not like, I don't know, it's hard to explain because it's like it's either you got it or you don't. It's one of those things. You know what I'm saying?
Something you got to be passionate about and
Yeah.
keep working at.
And also it's something that you got to be good at as well, I feel like. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you're not going to put money into a product that you don't deem is worth it. Or, you know what I'm saying? Or you wouldn't, you know what I'm saying? You wouldn't invest into it yourself. Like, so
How do you go about
competitive,
like
I feel like.
putting an album together? How does that work?
For a producer, I feel like it's harder than it is for an artist
Right.
because it's a lot more pieces, it's a lot more personalities, it's a lot more people involved. So I feel like that was one of the things that also took it. It took my project as long as it did to come out because the working pieces that were, you know, all working together, like trying to get everybody to you know, submit songs on the right time and stuff
Right.
like that. Because I ain't gonna lie, there was a couple songs on there, like, for example, the interlude and the last song on there, those were the most, like, recent songs. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Especially the last song. The last song was made, like, a week and a half before the project came out.
Really?
But it was crazy how it came out because it was an artist I came across, like, probably like a month before, and I was like, I don't know, he was playing his music, and I was really like, nah, bro, talented, and like I told him, I was like, bro, you got to get on, I need you on my project type.
Yeah.
I sent him, and the first beat I ever sent him, I only sent him one beat. That ended up being the one, and then that was the same for the interlude on the project as well. It's a DC artist, his name Zay Duce. He hard too. But, he was another artist that we, like, I felt like it was long overdue for us to, like, get some music in. And, like, we finally ended up getting some music in. I sent him one, like, that was the only beat I sent him. And he ended up, you know, doing his thing on it. So,
How many rappers were you reaching out to when you're putting your album together? Just saying, hey, like,
I
Put
kind of feel
something
like
on
it was
this.
an in-house thing at first. So, like,
Yeah.
it would be more like the artists, for example, like, Black Adon, which is an artist I grew up with. Cardi and Fred is an artist I grew up with. Who else? Capone the God, an artist that I'm cool with as well, real cool with. Millie Money, an artist who, Millie was actually, when I first started making beats as well, he was one of the artists who, like, was, like, taking my music serious, or my beat serious at first, so it was only right that he had to go on there. Who else was on there? It was I got my young bull on there. 2800 recap. He just turned 19. He from Winston. He a young artist. I ain't gonna lie. He make a lot of music. That's why I had to put him on there. Like, but like you don't see too many 18. I was around him when he was 18, 17 and 18 years old too. So it was like seeing him from 17 to him almost being 20 now, and like seeing how much he grown, and also how much like he still is in the studio and making music every day how it was when I first met him. So that was one of the bigger reasons why I had him on there. And there was a good amount of artists who had hit me up trying to get on there, you know what I'm saying? And it's just that either
You ain't got enough room.
I mean,
they didn't
I would
have
say
bars.
that.
No bars.
And then I wouldn't even say it was a bar. It would be like maybe like the beat I sent them, they just weren't feeling it, and it wouldn't even be that the beat, trash or nothing. It's just that, everybody got their own style. That's why like
Right.
when it come to locking in, like I feel like it's super hard to like just send stuff out, even if you like the hardest producers in the world. You know what I'm saying? The Metro Boomins of the world, like they'll probably tell you like they rather be in the session versus I gotta send a beat to somebody who in LA and we in Charlotte. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? They much rather be in LA with you than be in Charlotte.
Because you can kind of feel them out, get their
Exactly.
reaction in person.
And then like I can
Get
go
that.
through more music, you know what I'm saying? Like that be the thing. That's why like a lot of the songs that was on there, like they was from me pulling up to the studio or us being in the studio, a beat get made at the studio or a beat get pulled up at the studio and they get made right then and there. You know what I'm saying? Versus like send some beats, you know what I'm saying? And then like I just write to a beat or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't know, I just felt like it was real authentic how all those songs was made, how every last one of them. So
Man, you know who you need on one of your songs, bro?
who?
This guy named A1.
A1 who?
That's me. Hey, I'll shut it down. I ain't gonna lie. I'll shut the studio down.
I bet you $25 I'm a better rapper than Austin.
Bro, I got a song.
we
I
can
can
set
play the
something
song
up.
right now.
You can set something up, man.
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. You know my roommate raps?
Who?
My roommate, his name's Sleep.
His name Sleep.
His name's Sleep. He raps for real, like dead ass.
What's his
I don't know about. I mean, he raps for real.
he from here?
Nah, he from Savannah, Georgia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Austin doesn't rap, dude.
Bro, come on.
What's your song? I'll pull it up right now.
It's on, bro, he took it off SoundCloud, bro.
Oh,
on
okay.
He took it off
Okay.
SoundCloud because he's talking about the audio isn't that good to the music he makes now.
I
Okay.
feel him though. I ain't gonna lie. Shoot.
Who are some of the producers that you kind of get inspiration from or model yourself after or just kind of like look up to?
It's producers I get inspiration from. That's a good question as well. I would say it's a lot, but I'm gonna try to name 5.
Okay.
That I feel like are my biggest like inspirations.
I got the song, by the way. Y'all need it, but go ahead.
Text it to me.
I'm gonna go at, of course, Metro Boomin.
Okay.
After him, I would go at this producer called Chase the Money.
Wait, you gotta give what you think is one of their top songs too. So Metro Boomin, what do you think is one of his top songs, top beats?
That dude's a freaking goat.
Top beats. Metro Boomin. Let's see. I'm gonna go with Metro got a lot of hits.
I gotta hear this one.
Metro got a lot of hits. I'll probably go. I ain't gonna lie. Probably on the low. Probably Tunnel Vision.
Okay.
By
All right.
Kodak
So
Black.
Metro Boomin, Tunnel Vision.
Chase the Money. Chase the Money. He a sleeper. Top song by him. My favorite song by him for a beat that he made would probably be More Than Ever by Lucky.
Okay.
After him, I would say, of course, Southside. Beat by him that's probably my favorite. Probably,
Right. Any Lil Baby song, bro.
nah, I ain't gonna say. I'll probably say Know the Meaning by Future.
Come on, bro.
One more.
After him, I think I got, who was that? 3? That was 3.
Oh,
right?
those 3. My bad.
Okay,
Yeah, those 3.
so-
Two more.
Final two, I'm gonna go with.
If you don't say who I'm thinking, I don't know.
I'll probably go with.
I'm thinking someone too that I'm hoping you say.
I'll probably go with Chop Squad DJ. So, in the song by him, that I think his biggest song that probably RN4L by Lil Durk. So that's 4. Number 5, I'm gonna go with. I gotta go with somebody who ain't big.
You don't have to pick someone that's not big. Just who you like?
Who inspires me? Yeah,
Yeah.
Cause it's a lot of producers that inspire me. I'm gonna go with probably it's this producer called Goyard.
Okay.
I would say he an underground producer, but like he worked with this artist called Summers. His sound is like extremely unique.
Okay. So that'd be number 5.
Yeah, he'll be number 5.
No Kanye on that list?
Kanye up there, but I ain't gonna lie.
Kanye is a goat.
He's a GOAT for sure. For me, yeah, he up there. He up there. I would say though, like a producer, artist who like, I don't know. He up there like, you know what I'm saying? Of course it's Kanye, but like somebody who would hit home for me more would probably be more like Pyrex Whipper, who is also a producer who turning into an artist as well.
Have you ever rapped on any of your beats?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a couple of songs. I probably ain't gonna. I don't know. I ain't gonna say they ain't gonna ever come out. You know what I'm saying? Because you know, time will tell. But
is that something you want to work on more, being a producer / artist, or do you just want to stick to making beats?
I ain't gonna lie. Time will tell. You know what I'm saying? I could potentially see myself, hopping on some more of my beats and maybe dropping some songs. But right now, I'm focused on production.
I hear you.
And getting in rooms with bigger artists and stuff like that.
You don't got Zaytoven on the top 5?
Zaytoven up there, but I like he legendary. You know what I'm saying? So of course I feel like every producer I name legendary. You know what I'm saying? So
Zaytoven and Future, I
Yeah,
feel like
he
if
up
I feel like
there.
it wasn't for Zaytoven, Future would be Future, and same vice versa.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Like, this another thing. I'm glad you brought up Future too. Like, I feel like one of the reasons why Future is big as he is because one, he's a incredible artist, but also like, I think he one of the like the biggest artists that like shows like the most love to the producers. You know what I'm saying? Like every producer, like if you look at it, like not every producer, but like for the most part, all the producers that like worked with Future and like had a close relationship with him, they all like are in great positions, and they all like he all speaks to them highly versus like not like now like
it's just my song, just me.
yeah,
I'm the one that
you
did
know
it.
what I'm saying? Like he puts it like he really like you know how like artists are nowadays, especially or like they've been doing it, but you know how artists like become a big artist, they sign like younger artists, for example, and like they blow them up with them. I feel like Future look at the producers kind of like artists. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like he'll take a ATL Jacob, for example. He'll take him, and now ATL Jacob is a super producer now. You know what I'm saying? So I really feel like
He
that's
does a
one
good
of
job
the
of
big-
elevating others.
Yeah, for sure.
I feel like that's one of the biggest reasons why he's where he at is because like he looking at it deeper than just the artist standpoint. You know what I'm saying? And like the producer community, that's one of like the producer community. Of course, they'll tell you like that's one of the reasons why he the GOAT of the community. Well, like he's one of the GOATs of the community is because like the way he treats producers.
Yeah.
And like you ain't gonna hear no like bad. You're not gonna hear nothing negative coming out that camp.
Yeah.
Dealing with producers.
Yeah, I wanna listen to the song that Austin put out.
You got to go to my part.
Where's
I'm like in the middle.
You're in the middle.
You gotta give him a time. You gotta give him a time, bro.
Let's try right here.
Let's see what part that is.
And then J Hint, you can give your honest feedback.
All right,
See if you fuck with the beat too.
I
Right?
got you.
Is this you?
Nah, that's sleep.
Okay.
But he dapped me up. Clouds be clapping them up. Round of applause be clapping them up.
You trying to go back like 20 seconds right quick? I gotta make sure I heard what I thought I heard.
Bro.
Did you say chop or something? You taking a dump?
I'm taking it.
You said something about taking a dump.
No, not taking the dump. I'm dropping the dump. The dump of the mag, bro. Come on, bro.
Bro,
Come on, bro. That went over y'all head.
I definitely did.
sounds like you rapping about taking a shit, bro.
Nah,
definitely did.
I'm
That's
taking
what I-
my
that's
making
what I
money.
thought
That's
I
what song
heard.
called Money on Me.
That's what I thought I heard.
Hey, Sleep, if you watching this, bro, we got to run it back 2 times, and he gonna produce our stuff.
Outside of the producers, are there any other like artists that kind of give you inspiration, or you've modeled songs after, or?
Artists, yeah, I would say right now, I feel like my like the biggest artists. Well, I ain't gonna say they're the biggest artists, but the artists who are like kind of like elevating music the furthest right now are like artists that are like underground still, like kind of in the SoundCloud, era still, artists like that. So I would say, Let's see. I don't know. It's a lot of them, but like I'm gonna give you an example of artists who I think like are like really like elevating sound. For example, of course, Travis Scott. I really think Travis Scott elevates sound like a lot, especially with his new album or just albums in general. Who else? It's this art. Let me see. This is artist called M Triplin. He pretty hard. He from I want to say he from Pennsylvania or somewhere, but his sound unique. Cash Cobain. He just was on Drake album. He did I think the second song or third song on there. But he a producer as well. But like he getting into the artist now too. But like he get on like them New York drill type beats, but like it's kind of like on like the sample. So for example, like you remember when Lil Yachty dropped that Sexy Love like remix kind of, and it was on like a New York drill beat. You know what I'm talking about? By Neo. He get on stuff like that. He going into like, I would say he one of the curators of that. So like guys like him, like I really like guys that like, well I'm really into music that's like different. You know what I'm saying? Like it don't sound like the norm. So
Yeah, not the mainstream.
yeah. So
Do you ever listen to anything like outside of rap to get inspiration or get ideas from?
Yeah, I listen to I ain't gonna lie. So when I was in college, my neighbors was Jamaican. So I listened to a lot of dance hall and I would say Afro music now as well. And like I ain't gonna lie. I think the song of the summer for 2023 was Taliban by Byron Messiah. And he's a Jamaican artist.
Okay.
I think that was the song of the summer. And that's despite, you know what I'm saying, everything that came out this summer,
Yeah.
all the music, I think.
No matter the genre.
I think Taliban by Byron Messiah was the song of the summer.
Yeah. You ever listen to like any Brooks and Dunn,
Brooks and Dunn, who that?
George Strait?
George Strait sound familiar.
It's country.
I've listened to country before, but
I got two favorite country songs.
They're both the Lil Durk and
Lil Durk, Morgan Wallace, and Lil
Yeah.
Durk, and both of them.
Broad Street Girls and what's the other one?
Stand with me.
Oh yeah.
I ain't gonna lie to country music. Like I would listen to it more because it's a lot of like guitar melodies and a lot of like the way that the way they make a song that like you could sample that shit.
Yeah.
So I would definitely be open to listening to that shit because like for example like what's it called, Street Runner by Rod Wave.
Yeah.
I think that song was the beginner. I think that was sampling some country song. You know what I'm saying?
Because you can go to like any genre really and just kind of like chop it up how you want it and make it into your own different beat.
Yeah. Like for example, that first song you heard on the album, that was a sample. I forgot what song I sampled, but that was a sample. And then the interlude, the interlude on the album, I sampled a song that used to be on a video game in like 2004.
Okay.
Like some like one, you know how like.
So you're getting pretty creative with it then.
Hell yeah.
That's
Hell
cool. How'd you come up with the artwork for the album cover?
Let's see. My bro Jay Sitgo, he had came up with it. I told him I kind of told him I wanted the Grand Theft Auto theme, and then like I just let him work his magic, and that's just how it came out.
It looks pretty cool.
No, it definitely he did his thing. Shout out Jay Sitgo.
So are you working on your next album already?
I'm kind of stuck between like I would say I'm working on new music with artists that's still around here. I'm stuck between that. I want to work on I want to do an album with Zay Duce, with like a collab album type EP tape whatever. I want to do that with him. It's this artist in Atlanta. His name Irv. We probably about to do something. He had hit me up yesterday and he been working hard, and I ain't gonna lie. So we probably about to do something. And then I ain't gonna lie. I really want to deluxe the album that I just dropped. I want to deluxe it before the end of the year. So we gonna see how that goes. So
how many more are you gonna put on it?
possibly 8.
8 more?
Possibly.
Dang.
A whole
Possibly.
nother
It's
album.
like a double album.
Yeah. So what I will do is just probably change the cover. I'm thinking like change that shit purple.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
on some DJ Screw shit.
Right.
Or Lil Durk.
He's a big Dirk fan. So,
Yeah, he is.
You know.
I should have worn a Durk shirt.
You should have.
No, but for real, In about a year or two from now, where you see your goal?
Where do I see myself?
Yeah, and what artists you see you locked in for real with?
I think the sky the limit because I ain't gonna lie. I didn't like especially when people. I only been producing since end of 2019, so that's what about. I don't even think that's 5 years yet. You know what I'm saying? 4 or 5 years. So it's like, for me to have done and accomplished what I've accomplished, and I'm not even 4 to 5 years in, and then not only that, like, it's a lot of producers out here who are just like been doing it longer also, and like are more knowledgeable about like engineering, all types of stuff, and like they just ain't done as I ain't gonna say they ain't done as much, but they haven't like they ain't got no placements or whatever yet. So like I feel like I done did a lot, and I feel like the sky the limit. You know what I'm saying? I feel like a lot is about to come. So I don't know. Like,
Do you have plans to stay in Charlotte, or are you looking to venture out, go elsewhere, or what's your plan?
I kind of don't want to put no cap on myself, so like I don't know. Like I'm gonna be everywhere. I'm gonna be able to be everywhere.
Yeah.
That's what I kind of see myself as.
Treat it as it comes to you.
Yeah. Like wherever like it makes sense, I'm gonna be there.
Okay.
And like
Man, if you ever make a beat, well, you're gonna do it. But when you make a beat for Lil Durk or Lil Baby, I want you to come to that concert, bro.
Yeah, that'd be hard though if we do something.
You gotta make a beat for this podcast, and then me and Austin can rap on it, and it'll be like the intro.
We can do that. We can set that up. I have matter of fact, we can record the song here. We record the song like at one of y'all like.
There we go.
We record it in here if y'all wanted to. I can have somebody pull up and y'all can see how what I'm saying, how easy it is.
I've never been into a studio before, so I kind of want to go to a studio.
You want to go to a studio and do it?
I've never been to one before.
All right, so this is my thing about the studio as well. So, like, and, like, I feel like people who make music will tell you this. I feel like the best music comes from, like, in-house. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. Like, you're going to have your studio hits, but, like, I feel like people make their best music when they comfortable. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. So, like, people rolling up out of bed and just having on a robe or some shit or whatever, and they go make a song in their house or something, that song might be a damn hit.
Yeah.
Versus like they pull up on the best engineer in their city, go to their studio, pay such and such for the session. Now they feel like I done paid for 2 hours. I gotta do this in a 2-hour span. You know what I'm saying?
You
I gotta
put
get this
that
much
extra
done.
pressure on yourself.
It's just like now you know what I'm saying? Now it's not like, unless you're just a talented artist.
Yeah.
Like a real deal. You know what I'm saying? Or you got a lot of music. It's a lot of people that just got a lot of music and just, just be having it in their phone and their notes, and then they hear a beat and they can just match it up with that. But
Yeah, I think Chris Brown said he had like 1,000 of unreleased songs.
it'd be a lot of music. Like I said, like that's why I told y'all, like, I had over 300 songs and only 8 of them shits came out. You know what I'm saying? So like, it's a real thing. Like people be like, bro, how they make all these songs, bro? Like, bro, that shit real. Like I ain't gonna lie, I was in the studio 2 days ago, and they was playing. This is artist we've been locking in out here. His name Wop. He talented too. I think he definitely on the rise. I think. Well, he ain't dropped nothing yet, but like when he drops, he's gonna be on the rise for sure because he got a unique sound. But he was playing like three of his most recent songs he made, and I swear to God, I ain't even know I made the beat for like 3 of them. No cap. And I was like, bro, I was in there like,
But this sounds familiar.
hell yeah. So just exactly like that. I'm like, bro, this shit sound familiar as hell. Engineer like, bro, you don't remember you made the beat? I'm like, hell nah, bro. Like, and that's real because, bro, like, bro, we make so much shit throughout the day and just throughout the times that we in there that it's easy for stuff to slip your mind. And then not only that, like, say I'm in the studio and I'll hear the song, I hear how the song is made. A lot of times, like, that's kind of like practice, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
that shit don't be pretty all the time, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot that go into practice. So, like, by the time a song get made, that shit might be a hit, especially for somebody who ain't never heard it, you know what I'm saying? But I've been in the studio for about 3 hours with bruh. I done heard the song about 300 times in that time span because he been punching in, or, you know what I'm saying, the engineer been mixing it, or, you know what I'm saying, he going to hear that shit again. Like, so by then, I might be tired of that shit.
Yeah.
And, like, it don't mean the song ass, but I don't want to hear that song again until it's time for that song to come out.
Yeah, it's getting repetitive.
So
How
that's
much
it
is
be.
studio time?
It ranges. It ranges. So, like, it depends on the engineer and his space. So, like, I don't engineer. That's something I would get into. Like, I feel like engineers are, like, also, like, they the real goats of the music shit. So those are the people who, like over in the mixing and mastering of the songs. So, like, the people who, like, if you was to go to the studio right now, you wouldn't be dealing with me. You would only deal with me for the beat, and then after that, you would be dealing with the engineer, because he's the guy who's making sure you sound good on the mic and shit like that. I feel like that's the hardest job. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, they really have to sit there and, like, put up with that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, and I ain't gonna lie.
It's like a real tedious job.
Yeah. And then artists sometimes, like, they can be dickheads and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, some engineers get treated like shit, and I feel like that shit ass, because it's like, bro, you need them. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't need them, like, you would be doing it. And that's why, like, it's a good amount of artists who are starting to learn how to record like themselves. That way, like, they don't need an engineer and stuff like that. And not only when artists do that, do they save money and stuff like that, but they make a lot more music, and I feel like they find they sound quicker as well. So, like, I feel like that'd be another reason why people who get into music, why it take them longer, is because they look at it with the mindset of, I'm gonna pay people, or, you know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna try to find people, like, basically, they don't want to do shit themselves, basically. So they'll do anything to get into that room or pay somebody to do something that could have been done themselves. So, like, that's why it might take longer. You know what I'm saying? So, like, if I'm paying an engineer every day to pull up, it's not going to be, every day he not going to be available. He got other artists he got to record. He got a real life outside of music. You know what I'm saying? So that, you got to take that into factor. You know, like, so say I want to pull up and record today. He got to watch his daughter or something. You know what I'm saying? I got to take that into factor. Now I can't record today, versus if I could record myself. You can watch your daughter, bro. I could just record myself, and I could have made 2-3 songs in my house. So, like, that's why, like, I feel like that was another reason too why we was able to make so much music. A lot of the artists that I was working with, they was able to record music right then and there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and just get it over to you.
That was really, like,
That's what's up.
That was good.
Before we go get food, I gotta put you on to an artist, dude.
All right.
You gotta hit him up. So this is my boy Jesse, and he's in my frat,
Okay.
and he's a pretty good rapper. I'll play you some of his stuff.
All right.
He'll be cool if I play it, but I don't know how it works. But you gotta hit him up, or he's gonna hit you up. You guys gotta collab.
All right, we can do that. You can actually you could set it up. You could tell him, you know.
Yeah, I'll let him know, man. But here we go. Let's see.
How long he been an artist?
I mean, he was rapping, like, he's always been rapping, like, freestyling and stuff, but after he graduated, like, he really hit the ground running with it. This is his song, Too Much Noise, and he has the game on it.
Okay.
The game?
Okay.
You want some Eminem stuff?
Nah, he's got a different flow.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say it was a little bit more different than Eminem.
Bro, I'm having mad deja vu right now. It's crazy.
It give me like a young MGK vibes.
Yeah.
For sure. Like MGK, fucking, what's that other guy name?
And then he's got the game on it right here.
Damn, I can't think of his name.
Where's it at?
You say he got the game on it?
Yeah.
That's hard.
How much do you think the game charged him?
Dude, he DM'd him and he sent him the beat and he was like, I don't know the full story, but something like, you're one of my favorite rappers, and he sent back the verse.
For free?
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, believe it or not, like, if you hard as hell, like, that's why I tell people too, like, when it, like, and I kind of feel like this is with anything, like, people who are, and you can kind of relate to this too as well, because like we played sports before, like especially when like we played sports before this shit, so like it kind of like makes sense. Like it's either you got it or you don't. So like I feel like, especially in music, if you hard as hell, you gon' like you gon' I'm not saying you gonna spend or save money, but like it's a good chance that it'd be money, especially on the rise. It'd be a lot less money come out your pocket on your way up than it would be if you was not as good as you are. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like so, like if an engineer know you hard as hell and you got potential, he damn near might record you for free.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Somebody like me, if you hard as hell, you got potential, a label might be looking to sign you soon, you probably gonna getting beats for free. You know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that's upfront. That's just some real shit because, bro, like at the end of the day, it's an investment. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
So it's like I'm willing to invest in some shit that is good and it could possibly get me more out of it and build. You know what I'm saying? Basically benefit both of us in the long run versus like somebody who's just, yeah, you could pay me all the money in the world, but now I'm attaching my name to something that's not a good product.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
So it'd be a lot of that too. That's why, like, I ain't gonna lie, like, I will say this, I don't work with everybody, for sure.
Yeah.
Especially
You gotta
like,
pick and choose who you
yeah,
work with.
Especially like, I feel like working with labels and stuff like that and seeing how the process goes, like you ain't gonna want to work with everybody, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like some people doing it for fun, some people doing it because they like it, some people, you know, are just doing it just to say they can do it. And you know, when you figure out the people who actually doing it because they like to do it, that's when like shit is actually like good, you know what I'm saying?
So if I wanted to get into the music industry, for myself or anybody watching, what's the step one? What you gotta do?
I would say you gotta be out. You gotta know people, and you gotta be outside. Like I ain't gonna lie, that's one of the biggest things too. Like I feel like that it hurt a lot of producers. Not it hurts, but like it hurt a lot of people in general. People be scared to go outside and like really get in these people's faces.
Put their name out there.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
really like, cause like you gotta think about it. Say y'all podcast get big as hell. You know what I'm saying? And like, no, I ain't gonna say when it get big as hell. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
And like, I don't know, say, shit, I don't know. Let's say Bryce Young wanna come on here about 3 years,
I
4
don't
years
even want
from
him
now.
on. I'm just kidding.
I don't like hell, bro.
I'm kidding.
Say he wanna come on here like 3-4 years from now, and he just DM y'all, and y'all say y'all and like he DM y'all podcast page,
Right.
And y'all podcast page got over, you know what I'm saying? It's his own entity in itself now. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, it got a damn blue check and shit. You know what I'm saying? It probably only follow y'all two on the podcast now. Y'all the only two following. Say he just DM that page and it's like, you know, I'm trying to tap in. Like, mind you, y'all page big as hell now. Y'all DMs from post notifications is probably turned off. Y'all probably got people who handle social media shit for y'all now. You know what I'm saying? So what are the chances you gonna see that DM in time? You know what I'm saying? Versus like, Bryce Young find a way to get in contact with y'all in a speaking manner, and he say, I'm trying to tap in.
Right.
So he's
So
gonna have a better chance of tapping in.
yeah, you really got to be asserting yourself to get out there. You can't be kind of like
Yeah.
passive communication.
Yeah. And I ain't gonna lie, like, cause there's a lot of overseas producers who are making like hella noise over here, and they overseas. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I feel like the reasons they do it, like they are able to like get on with it, is because I feel like people who are not from here and that like try to like get bread out of it, like they really like perfect the hell out of their craft. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. So like,
Right.
they really like perfect something, and like they go to every source that's like dealing with that. And they just try to find a niche or try to find somebody that's gonna give them something in, and then they just, once they get their foot in the door, they like bust that whole shit down.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Versus like people over here, I feel like we get our foot in the door and we get comfortable as hell, cause it's like we already over here.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And like people over there, it's like, damn, this really is a blessing. You know what I'm saying? To do what I do, so I got to take advantage of it. So like that's why I feel like they kind of get away with it more. But I feel like the best way for anybody to get in the industry is they got to get the hell off the couch and out the bed and like go get in whoever face that that inspires them or they look at as their goal or whatever. You got to go find a way to get in their face.
So that's what you're trying to. I know you since 2015, 2016.
Something like that, yeah.
I know you was a quiet dude when I first met you. You still are a quiet dude. So is that more you trying to get it more out there now? Or
I feel like me, I just feel like, yeah, I'm trying to get out there more, and also like, I don't know, like I don't know what was you like how am I gonna answer that question again? I don't
know.
I'm a quiet dude, like I don't know, like I feel like I'm not quiet no more as I used to be.
Yeah, when I first met you, yeah, you was quiet.
But also like you gotta realize, bro, I was in a whole new school. I ain't know nobody.
I mean, that's anywhere.
You know what I'm saying? And I was 14 years old, bro.
Yeah.
I was 14 years old going to a brand new school, and I ain't know nobody. So, of course, like, when I first met you, I was quiet as hell.
Math class, I remember that too.
I ain't say shit. I remember it, too. I ain't say nothing.
Yeah.
I ain't say it took me, like, I ain't probably started speaking in there probably about, like, second or third week.
Shit, we used to get in trouble, what was it, English class? Because we always used to talk.
Right, we used to be in that chat. Oh, God, class used to be boring as hell. No cap.
High school days, bro.
Class was boring as hell,
You should have
bro.
went to high school in Charlotte.
What?
You should have went to high school in Charlotte.
Where you from?
New Hampshire.
New Hampshire. Oh, damn, it's cold as hell out there, ain't it?
Up north, man, yeah. It's probably cold there right now. It's like 80 degrees here right now.
That's crazy.
And it's like, what, maybe, I bet it's like 50 right now in New Hampshire.
50?
My roommate,
Let's see,
from
I'll tell
college,
you. 60, it's 62, it's warm out.
It ain't too bad. He's staying, what's it called, in Philly now.
Oh, yeah? That's where I went to college.
That's your
Where'd you
city
go?
right there.
Yeah.
Where'd you go?
Temple
Oh,
University.
you went to Temple?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Up there in North Philly.
This guy, somebody else who I went to college with, his dad was the assistant coach at the time for the basketball team.
Oh, yeah? How long ago?
Not too long ago. His last name was Ross.
Okay, so he's probably coaching under Aaron McKee.
Probably. He the head coach at A&T now.
Oh, yeah?
Carolina A&T, so
That's cool.
yeah,
That's cool.
that was pretty cool.
All right, well, you guys want to go get some food?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, bet. Well, Jalen, where can everybody find you?
Y'all can follow me on IG at J Hint, JHINTTT. And then on Twitter, I think it's J Hint too. But I don't really be on Twitter that much. I'm going to start being active on there a little bit more. But Instagram for sure is at J Hint, JHINTTT. And everybody subscribe to the YouTube as well. It's
Oh,
J
yeah.
Hint on YouTube as well.
Fantastic. And the vault is out right now.
Yeah, the vault is out everywhere. You can get it at Apple Music, Spotify, YouTube, or you can just DM me.
When can we expect the deluxe?
I ain't gonna get no timetable. I would say December though.
Okay.
December. What I'm gonna try to do is, I think I'm gonna have 2 singles possibly drop between now and when the deluxe is supposed to come out. So yeah, I definitely will have a single. I'm gonna have a single next month for sure.
Okay, so a lot of new music on the way then.
Little Christmas present.
Little Christmas present.
I love it.
My mom's birthday on Christmas, so
Oh, there you go. There you go.
gotta go hard.
Well, I appreciate you coming on, man.
For sure, man. I appreciate y'all boys having me, man.
Appreciate it.
It's a big first
Absolutely.
step.